G'day mates, Paul.K.Dragon here, and I think it's about time I give my thoughts on the game since we're in Season 5 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I will give my honest opinions on it. Now, please keep this in mind that everyone is entitled to their own opinion on the game, so please take this with a grain of salt. I don't think Modern Warfare is a bad game, but I don't think it's good either. It has its strong points, but it does have its weaknesses. Now, keep this in mind, I'm only covering the multiplayer stuff. I'm not gonna cover Warzone because that would be a different video altogether. But first, let's get the positives out of the way. One of the modes I find very interesting in this game is Ground War. It takes the Conquest mode from Battlefield and puts it in a Call of Duty setting. The downsides of Ground War is that it's only Conquest. I just wish we can play other modes on these Conquest-like maps. I also love the Gunsmith feature. You can mix and match parts of your weapon and start experimenting with different guns. You can even turn one gun into another, like the AK-47 into the AK-47U from Black Ops. I also love the Battle Pass system, a very smart idea and a step up from the loot box system. If you buy one Battle Pass from the previous season and play all the way through and complete the Battle Pass, and since the Battle Passes give away free COD points up to 1300, then you've already saved up enough COD points to purchase the next one. And that's pretty much all the positives I have for the game. Now let's go over the negatives, and strap yourselves in, this game has a lot of them. Let's start off by addressing the biggest elephant in the room, the maps. Especially the base game maps when the game first launched. The developers of the game have designed these maps in a way so new players can have the edge over average and professional players by adding in safe places on the map, so new players can hide, learn the mechanics of the game, and kill anyone within their sightline. But this creates this game's biggest problem, and it comes down to one question. How does a new player get better at this game? The answer is, they don't. The first thing that new players are going to learn from these safe spaces is by abusing these spots on the map, they can create a massive safe haven with claymores and their overpowered shotguns and assault rifles that kill in less than half a second. While at the same time, they're not really learning the whole map. They just keep going back to that one spot over and over and not learn anything from their past mistakes. They're not going to learn anything from their past mistakes. In fact, free-for-all in this game, depending on what map you're playing, is mostly you just fighting over one spot. The game may as well be called King of the Hill. Another problem I have with this game is the sound, especially with the footsteps. Now, I know some people are going to reply to this section and say, "What are you talking about? The footstep sound in this game is perfect," and that's just it. Since the sound is perfect, you're practically punished just by moving around. And dead silence is not a perk in this game. It is a field upgrade with a short recharge, which only lasts for a couple of seconds. Not to mention, campers not only have their safe places to hide in, can hear you like 30 feet away, and they're already prepared to face you even though you have a strategy to take them out, but they're already prepared to take you out before you do that. The previous games in the franchise did footstep sounds really well. It's just a matter of what perk you have equipped, like Awareness and Dead Silence perk from Black Ops 3. If the developers of this game tune the footstep sounds in a way so campers can't abuse it, and players that are rushing around the map can't hear their own footsteps very well, but will focus on hearing other players' footsteps instead, that would work out really well. When it comes to the team-based game modes like Domination, Team Deathmatch, and so on, the game goes by a squad-based spawn system, and no matter where you die, you always spawn back on your teammates. Unless you have a tactical insertion which controls your spawn, it's going to be extremely frustrating trying to sneak around the map and taking the enemy team from behind. I just wish the game had a spawn system like in Ground War, where you can actually pick on what squad mate you can spawn on after you die, and then the tactical insertion can be changed into something else. Maybe something that will allow players to spawn on your position, like a radio beacon from Battlefield 3. Another problem I have with this game is the amount of aerial streaks you have to deal with. Sure, perks like Cold Blooded can deal with that, and you have launchers that can take it down, but some of them are rocking counter flares like the VTOL. When, again, in previous games like in Modern Warfare 3, you have ways to deal with that. Like, look at the SAM turret kill streak that can automatically lock onto aerial streaks and take them down. The last problem I have with this game is its time to kill. I don't know what it is with Infinity Ward and their extremely fast time to kill in their games, but at least have something to compensate for that. Like in COD 4, not only do you have stopping power, but you have the Juggernaut perk, which reduces incoming bullet damage by 25% if you're not shot in the head. Or in Modern Warfare 3, equipping the ballistic vest gives you 50% more health for that one life. You know, something to compensate for that time to kill, something which helps you survive longer in intense firefights. Therefore, when it comes to this game, it is clearly designed to be played very slowly to the point that camping is the way to success, but here's the thing. Call of Duty's multiplayer throughout the years has been known to have its fast-paced multiplayer. You take that fast-paced action away, then what am I playing? Not a Call of Duty game, obviously. And throughout all the seasons that we've gone through in this game, the developers have done nothing to improve the multiplayer in a way. Sure, we've got new maps, new weapons, and new modes, but here's a question. If a player bought this game physically, found out that it sucks, and returned it got a refund, will new weapons, new maps, and new modes make him change his mind? Absolutely not. As of right now, I wouldn't recommend picking up this game at full price. Wait for a discount, at least $30 at best. And that's my opinion on Modern Warfare as of right now. I just hope the developers looked at this review and learned from their mistakes, and learn from the predecessors as well. I'm Paul.K.Dragon, and I'll catch you guys later.
The day's ours. Report for debrief.